Que lo que hay, mi gente? Welcome back to Two Drinks and a Ting. I'm your Ting, Nathalia.
I'm Christina.
And we in this bitch. What is a Ting without her 2 drinks? I'm an alcoholic this morning. I have Stella Rosas, Tropical Mango, and Simply Sutton Pineapple Mixer. This bitch is delicious.
Certainly something.
And this whore is hydrated. Couldn't be me. But anyways.
I like the little flamingo in it.
Thank you. It's for the summer vibes. I don't know why, but I feel like August is almost ending. So I don't know. I just feel like my birthday passed, so August can go fuck off. I don't give a shit.
Bro.
I'm ready for September. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready to decorate my fucking house and have my pumpkins out.
I'm ready for pumpkin season for sure.
Give me a pumpkin, a glass pumpkin that lights up any fucking day. You know that these companies, Joann's, Michael's, mark up their prices so bad. Because how you selling your whole entire thing 60% off already?
Yeah. Unless it's from last season, but no.
Never. You can never find the same shit from last year this year. It's gone. And if you did, they priced it to 70 or 80% at the end of the season. You're like fucking like marking up these prices so much because how are you making profit?
Well, that's like during Christmas season, they like do that wholesale for TVs and stuff like that. We talked to someone. They price it up so the best time to buy is like after the holidays in like January, February.
But they were also doing that too for Bed Bath & Beyond. Like when they had their closeout stuff.
That was marked up.
That was marked up because how are you going to tell me that this little fleece blanket is still $30 fucking at 50% off? And people believe it because they just see the sign that says 50, 60% off.
Like the sale, the clearance.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure there's been studies done on the brain. Whenever a person sees a sale, something happens in the mind because people be going ape shit. I mean, look at Black Friday, but look at Cyber Monday, sometimes crashing sites.
But like now it's more like the whole month of November.
Yeah,
you can buy the whole
like
thing.
Y'all took the joy away from it.
Right. I remember back in the day when it was like that one day.
You gotta wake up at 3 o'clock. Yes. No, matter of fact, you gotta leave after Thanksgiving, after you finish eating, head over to the Walmart because it should be going crazy, or start stepping in a line at Best Buy. I never used to participate in Black Friday because my mom never wanted to take me. Mm-hmm. So I never went. The first year I had my license, I wanted to go because I wanted to fucking experience it. And I also wanted like an iTouch. My dumbass thought these iTouches were going to be going like hotcakes after Thanksgiving because they were opening at like 8 o'clock. I got there like at 6:30 thinking, oh my God, I got to get in line early before they like sell up my iTouch. Ain't nobody going to get no fucking iTouches. They're going to get some TVs or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And this Best Buy was like in kind of like an area you forget about. So I was like, oh my God, I think I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to get it. Sure enough, I was the only one going to the fucking Apple side. Girl, and that shit was like $150. But I didn't have like a job at the time, so I saved up my little money.
Oh,
it was cute, but it was sad. It was just like, I got my iTouch. And I still have that bitch somewhere here, but I don't use it.
So you missed the real joy. I remember going when it was not even on Thanksgiving, where it was like you wake up at midnight to go stand in line and they don't open until like 6 a.m. the next day. Hilarious story. So my grandma, she was 4'11". So she's short. Like I'm short.
You're short family.
I'm short. And
but your mom seems pretty tall.
My mom is tall. My mom and dad are tall.
Exactly. What the fuck happened to you?
I got it from my grandma.
Jesus.
At least I'm taller than my grandma, but I got it from my grandma. Yeah. So she's a small little lady, old little lady. I mean, she was probably in her 70s at the time. Mm-hmm. This little thing is so cute. So she's going and now the hype is like people back in the day would push you.
Oh, like, for facts. So getting into fights.
Yes. Bitch. So you see my little grandma like going for something. At the time, it was like these warehouses where they had huge like bins to where for me and you it'd be fine, but for my grandma, she's like hunched over, like reaching in. She got knocked in. She got. So you think of like this 11 little old lady, like her feet up in the air, like Because these people are going crazy. That was the true joy of Black Friday.
Oh my God. I remember when I was able to go by myself, I would always go in the, like, later on, I'm like, whatever they have, let me peruse around. And if the deal's good, the deal's good. That was the year I got like my first tablet. It was like a little Google tablet. It was like $70. So I'm like going around and I'm literally, the place looked like the scene from Jumanji. Like the monkeys are fucking crazy in the store and there's paint everywhere. It was a fucking mess at this Walmart. And this Walmart was busy. It's always busy without the fucking holidays. Yeah. So with the holidays, it was even fucking worse. The shelves are literally empty like it's hurricane season or some shit like that. There's empty boxes. There's people with like multiple carts. And this was before the stores had the bright idea of limiting how much you can purchase. So I was just like, what the fuck is up with you people? You guys act like you're never going to get this shit again.
Picture that, but with my little grandma.
Poor thing. Oh my God. I'll wait till Cyber Monday. Like, you got me so fucked up. I'm not doing this bullshit. I'm not pushing people.
No.
I hate people in general, like going to like the Millennium Mall or going to fucking Florida Mall. You can kiss my fucking ass. I'm not doing this bullshit. I'm not scrimmaging in baskets to get fucking underwear at Victoria's Secret for like $2.
Going to Millennium Mall just on a
parking
weekend is crazy.
Bullshit. Fuck that bullshit. I'm not doing that.
No.
Like, especially Best Buy. No, I'm not doing it. I don't care for electronics this much. I'm not pushing people out the fucking way. I'm not getting stepped on because I will punch somebody in the face.
I don't want people touching me. Like, being a germaphobe, it just doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't appeal to you?
Yeah, no.
Anywho, welcome to the pod. I was going to ask, this might be a little bit TMI, but entertain me. When you were with your significant person or whatever, like when you thought about like losing your virginity, did you have a sex playlist?
No.
Okay.
I mean, now I would. Like, there's songs I'd be like, oh, that'd be a fun song.
I never had one either. But my friend did, and she would play some of her music. I'm like, God damn! Like, what? But then another person, like, I said, was it high school? It was high school. I just didn't know. But there were people out here being pregnant. Like, my whole entire school had like a pandemic. I don't know what, or an epidemic. I don't fucking know. Multiple girls pregnant and all that bullshit. And at some point, I'm pretty sure there was like some boys who had a child at that time. I was like, what the fuck are you people out here? Like, why are you guys fucking? I'm over here.
Nothing better to do in the AC apparently in Florida. No, just kidding.
Girl, I don't fucking know, but literally, like, I'm at the Scholastic Book Fair. The fuck is you out here fucking for? Anywho's, but one of my friends was like, when you have sex, you don't really play music. You just do it wherever you do it. And I'm just like, you just shattered my illusion. I was like, so you just be fucking in silence? And she's like, yeah. Why the fuck did you just fucking, at least have something back? At least have your TV. Like, I'm not going to be fucking in silence. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear your breaths. I don't want to hear me.
The moans in the ground.
I don't want to hear I want to hear I don't want to hear that bullshit. My bed moves. I'm not trying to do all this bullshit. No, like, we need something playing. If it needs to be a fucking infomercial for fucking the Snuggie, then let it be the infomercial of the fucking Snuggie. I'm not doing this shit in silence. So I can hear my dog crying outside because something's happening to his mother? No.
So just have something playing 24/7.
That's what I'm saying. But that was always me. Like, even when it came to like talking to boys on the phone, I used to set the scene.
What? You don't just answer, but like, yeah, what's up?
No. When I was a kid, nah, bitch. I had to set the fucking scene. I wanted to be like fucking JoJo or something like that on the phone, listening to music and shit. Like, I wanted to be the cool girl on the fucking music video. I remember my first boyfriend, it was like 8th grade. I don't know about you people, but at that time, before school would end, he would always say, I'm going to call you at such and such time. And I'd be like, all right, cool. I'll be waiting. So sure enough, he would call me at like 7 o'clock every single day.
On the dot?
Well, around the time. So like, if it's not 7 o'clock, it'd be like 7, 10, 7, whatever. I would be ready. I would like have music playing, waiting for him to call. And I would be playing Kiss Me Through the Phone.
Oh, man.
I played Cherish, Unappreciated. I would just have a vibe.
Apparently. I was nothing like that. I would just answer my phone. Someone called, be like, hey, what's up?
No.
How you doing?
Because at that time,
Where
I
you
wanted him
at?
to think I was doing stuff. I would just wanted him to think I was doing, like, I was busy. Like, you're bothering me. Like, what's going on? I'm a busy bitch. I have homework to do. I wanted him to think that I was not worried about him.
If you were busy, you would not answer his phone call.
Sometimes I would wait 3 rings.
I love it.
I would wait 3 fucking rings. And if I didn't pick a good song, best believe that phone call is going to be missed. I had to set the illusion. I had to set the scenes. And I remember when I was talking to him, our song, Don't Judge Bitch, we were in 2008, 8th grade. Flow Rider had just came out.
Oh, Florida.
Apple Bottom Jeans was on.
I was so like apple bottom jeans.
Girl, that was my shit. And then on top of that, like, it was just a Veeb, you know what I mean? I was trying to look for the song because I had my CDs. You know, back in the day, we didn't have no MP3 players. I didn't have money for a Zoom. I didn't have money for a fucking iPod. None of that bullshit. I had CDs. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta find Flow Rider. I gotta find Flow Rider. In my big fucking book of CDs, I couldn't find him. So that phone call missed. I missed 2 phone calls from this motherfucker.
Oh,
and he waited 5-minute intervals because he didn't want to seem desperate, but he wanted to talk to me. You know, he wanted this luscious voice in his ear. So I finally got it. And then I had to go to like, I think it was like track 5 or some bullshit. And then when I was ready, hello. Sorry, I was busy. I was walking my dog.
Lies.
Girl, I had to set the scene. So I knew even at a young age, I ain't doing shit intimate in
Without
silence. Me? Nah, bitch. I'm a romantic. I need the scene. I need to set the ambiance.
That's funny because me and my friend, when we were in high school, we joked about like what would be the day. And so we said August 1st at the beach, on a lifeguard stand, on the incline. So it gives, you know. Yeah, girl, I was more like place and like position than set the scene with music. I mean, on an incline, that way you don't get the sand. I mean, with a blanket, of course, so you don't get the sand everywhere.
What a skate in a fucking lifeguard tower.
No, not in on the lifeguard tower. Like, it's not in. You can't get in unless you had a key. It'd be on the incline, like, you know, when they walk up.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Marissa from the OC, bitch?
Apparently, back in the day, I thought it was a genius idea. Still haven't done it to this day, but I still think it would be a genius idea.
And here, and she's laughing at me for putting music to talk to my boyfriend. Like, and you were here doing full-on escapades outside for the public to see?
I mean, I wasn't doing the escapade.
Clearly, but you wanted to.
But I thought of, like, the perfect scene. I guess I was thinking of the perfect scene. Not the music scene, but the perfect scene.
I'm judging you.
I know, I can tell. I feel
You're
it.
judging.
I feel
she
it.
has the audacity to judge me because I set the mood by playing music to talk to my boo. And she has the audacity to full chest August 1st on the lifeguard tower in public. We gonna fuck on an incline.
Girl, don't knock until you try it.
You right, but I'm not.
I've never tried
I don't
it.
like the beach because sand goes everywhere. The last thing I need is sand in my cooch.
That's why I said on a blanket.
Sand goes everywhere, no matter if it's a blanket or
on
not.
The lifeguard stand. I feel like on the up incline of the lifeguard stand, you wouldn't have that much sand.
Watch. You end up straddling him. You're gonna get fucking athlete's foot on your knees.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Germaphobe my
That's
ass.
why you have a blankie. A blanket.
Girl. Anyways. And literally I would set the scene. The lights would be off. My music would be low. And then there was this one song. I forgot what it was called, but like in the chorus, it had the sound of the bed moving. You knew.
What song is that?
Cause it's all the S-E-X. Take a deep breath. Dun, 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 dun,
I don't know that song.
Okay, hold on. And you know, he commented on it. He was like, what you listening to? Oh my God, stop. Stop it. But yeah, that was me. I don't know how you bitches over here fucking in silence. The fuck? Or fucking in public.
I guess mine would have been the ocean, would have been the background noise.
On my birthday. What a slut.
I'm just saying.
That was that. Oh my God, that was one cringe. Do you have any cringe stories?
Probably.
I remember when I was a kid, I had a fake boyfriend, right? I was like in 5th grade. I had a fake boyfriend. His name was Frankie. Now, this fake boyfriend was based off a real person. When I was a kid, 5 or 6 or something like that, I was at daycare. And there was a kid who went there too. His name was Frankie. I thought he was cute. And then I guess that was my person, my make-believe boyfriend and shit like that. I was so committed to pretending that I had a boyfriend. I would write myself love letters.
Dang, okay, I don't have a cringe like that.
I would write myself love letters, and it would be the basic ass poetry like roses are red, violets are blue. I just want to be with you. I was very like romantic.
Gosh, pulling on that Clueless vibe,
Girl.
right there.
And I was like so fucking deluded. I would show my friends, like, look at what Frankie wrote me. And they would be like, oh my God, he's so romantic. He's so cute. I'm like, right? My man knows me. Mind you, 5th grade, 4th grade. And I'm pretty sure my friends fucking knew that I was bullshitting because they never seen Frankie a day in their lives. And I was always at home. And he didn't go to our school. He went to a different fucking school. When the fuck did I have time to see this Frankie cat? Because they're always at my house on the weekends. Or I'm always at the playground with them. They knew I was lying. But they supported my delusions.
At least they supported.
Right?
Those are true friends.
Now, if I did this in high school, that's something different. That's when you can be judging and shit. But bitch, I was in 5th grade. Leave me and Frankie alone.
Girl.
It's not as cringy as my first 2 stories that I told Natalie, so it's all good.
I don't think I have cringe stories.
Why am I the only cringe person in my fucking universe of life?
I'm sure there's others out there. I'm really trying to think. Like, I have that Young Timers thing, remember?
You right. She be blocking out shit. But while she thinks and ponders that, if you have any cringe stories, please feel free to put it in the comments below. Let me feel like I'm not the only one out here in these streets making make-believe boyfriends and shit, kissing fucking stranger boys at festivals and shit. On the topic of dating and just being delusional, we have a couple of gaslighting Am I the Assholes? My 20-year-old female best friend, also 20-year-old, told me to leave the guy, 20-year-old male, I was dating, and now she's dating him.
I would probably go with I would say she's a mean person.
I don't know what to do, and I need to rant. A little backstory. I've dated this guy on and off for multiple years, but this time it was actually getting serious. However, things started to get weird again. He started ignoring me, would walk past me when he saw me, became distant and avoiding. But sometimes he would be very cute towards me, called me late at night just to make sure that I got home safe, quote, mostly when I went out on the weekends, give me unexpected showers of love, etc. It was all very confusing. So one day I was ranting to my best friend about it, and she basically told me to leave him. Mind you, the 3 of us have been close friends for a very long time, but she started saying that he didn't deserve me, that he was immature, that it was always the same with him, that I needed someone who would appreciate me for me. And I agreed, but I still wanted to give him a chance. So I did. Almost every day she kept asking me about it and reminded me when she could that he was mistreating me, parentheses, which he was. No one deserves to be ignored for no reason, end parentheses. Finally, things ended up, oh, sorry, I got lost. Finally, things ended between us after I poured my heart out to him and he promised that he would change for me, but the next day it got even worse and he couldn't even look at me. After that, I really didn't talk to him and tried to avoid him just as he had done to me. I was too hurt to even face him. A few weeks later, we saw each other at a party and he, quote, apologized. He had really bad commitment issues. And that was that. I cut all contact with him after that. In the same party, however, he spent the whole time with my, quote, best friend outside and alone, who knows doing what. I didn't really go up to them because I wanted to avoid the whole situation and believe that she was just hanging out with a longtime friend. It has been around 4 months, and my quote best friend and him have started dating. How did I find out, you may ask? By another mutual friend of ours when they asked me how I felt about it. Needless to say, I had no idea.
I feel like he was cheating in the beginning. Like when, like if you rewind and he went back to where he was like all up on her and then stopped and then broke up. I was like, he cheated right then and there.
Now, my quote friend is poking around asking why it feels like I'm mad at her. I have not spoken to her about it, and it really is not my plan to do so. I have a slowly diminished contact between both, especially now that I'm on holiday vacation. What do I do now? Am I overreacting?
I don't think she's overreacting.
No, ma'am. Especially if you fucking around with this cat for years, like you said, multiple years on and off. And this is your quote unquote best friend. Like Christina said, he may have been fucking both of y'all. And she was probably like, she probably knew he wasn't going to choose her if you were still in the picture. Mm-hmm. So she had to get you to be convinced that, oh, he's fucking over you. Leave him so I can have a better chance. People are just disgusting.
Like, I understand because they were all friends. And, like, her hanging out with him, but, like, no, like,
no.
To, like, go in a relationship, that's a little weird to me.
I remember that happened to me. I don't know if I said it on the pod before, but in high school, I was chit-chatting with this cat. He was significantly older than me. I think I was, like, 17. I think he was 24 or 25. Something like that. He was talking about how, like, the first time we linked up, he was like, oh, I need a girl who's going to let me cherish her. He ain't cherishing nobody. He just wanted to fuck. And I clocked that. And I was like, well, then I don't think I'm the girl for you. I brought my friend around because I didn't want to meet him by myself because that's, like, awkward as fuck. Because it was me, my friend, and her man, and then the guy. Big mistake. She overhears what I said to the guy. She was like, girl, you're tripping. He's fine as fuck. I would fuck him. Of course you would. And I was just like, then go ahead, because I'm not about it. That's just not what I was about, you know? She did just that. They ended up kissing when I was with my friend at her car and stuff like that, because I had to get a change of clothes because we were in the pool. And they ended up kissing right then and there. They didn't tell me. They just act like nothing would happen. The girl, my friend, was just like, are you mad at me? She's trying to play it off like nothing happened. And I was like, you real slow, ain't you? How you going to do this and then try to be my friend afterwards? I know I said you can do whatever you want with this cat, but damn, bitch, give it a fucking day or two. You literally gave it 20 minutes in the pool? Like, dude, I'm not stupid as fuck. I came back to the pool and they were separate. They were on different sides. She was over here at the far end looking at her phone, and he and the other friend were out the other end talking to each other, like whispering and shit.
That's suspicious in itself.
Exactly. And I asked her, I was like, did you guys do something? Like, why is he over there? You guys were like talking to each other when I left. And she lied on my face.
See, like that? No.
She was like, no, nothing happened. And her like stepsister called and was like, yo, you texted me, what's up? She was like, I'll talk to you later. Why you gonna talk to her later for? Why can't you say it in front of me?
For facts.
So I was pissed off at that, because why you lying to people for? So
just be straight up with me. Don't lie to me.
Basically, so that was that. And then, like, literally the next fucking day, I'm sitting in the cafeteria with my friend who was there with her boyfriend. I was with her and our mutual friend, and we're sitting down, we chit-chatting and shit like that. And then this bitch comes strolling in on the phone with the guy. Oh my God, babe, stop. You're so funny. And she tries to hug me, and I take her hands off of me. And I'm just like, don't fucking touch me. And she was like, oh my God, babe, Nathalia's being so mean to me. And I can hear him. What the fuck is her problem?
Dang.
And I was like, I'm not friends with fake bitches. That's my problem. And I got up and I left because the bell rang.
Like within 24 hours, that blows my mind. Like,
girl, I was just like, y'all just fucking met. You met through me. Now he's babe.
Right?
Girl. And I was just like, you're so fucking stupid. But she was a pick-me. I ain't gonna lie. He did what he needed to do with her, and then it was done. But
obviously, he was looking for one thing and one thing only.
That's what I said. But people don't want to listen to me. People say I'm hurt. No, I was hurt. Not because of this funky cat. Because why are you 25 and you fucking around with 17-year-olds? And you got kids. You tell me. I was like, I'm hurt on the friendship level. I'm not hurt on this man bullshit. But yeah, nah, girl, I don't know, you're not really overreacting at all because it's not like you confronted them and you caused a scene or anything like that. You distance yourself.
Yeah.
You are being responsible for your own actions. You're not feeding into the negativity. You're not overreacting one bit. She's on some bullshit where she thinks it's all cool and stuff like that. You knew he was treating you wrong. You knew you deserved better. Yeah, your friend was probably doing it with different intentions, but at the end of the day, you knew you deserved better. You're not overreacting on that part. She's foolish to think that you can just hop back into your life like she wasn't his biggest enemy when y'all were talking. Now that's different. Girl, bye.
I want to know if she got, like, did her friend ask, like, hey, do you mind if...
She didn't say anything. Let me see.
Because, like, that would... I mean, if she asked, but still, that would be hard.
No, it just says, it has been around 4 months and my, quote, best friend and him have started dating. How did I find out? By mutual friends. So she found out by a mutual friend. Exactly. When they asked how I felt, needless to say, I didn't have any idea. And then after the 4 months, I guess she distanced herself from the friend because she says, now my friend, quote, is poking around asking, why does it feel like I'm mad at her? So the girl knows what the fuck she did because she's sensing something. Like, she's not talking to you as much as she was before. You knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
I can't stand bitches like that. I can't stand people who can't own up to what the fuck they did and they want to play victim all the fucking time, or they have a justified reason on why they do something to hurt somebody else that they quote unquote care about. Like, stop lying. You know you only cared about yourself. Like, we were never real friends because I don't think a real friend would do that to somebody. Like, I would never do that to you. I wouldn't even do it to the girl that I was friends with back a day. Like, that's just something, I feel like if you care for somebody, that's just something in your heart you wouldn't want to do to someone else that you care about. I would have done exactly what this girl did.
Cut ties, move on.
That's exactly what I did with this bitch. Does she care? Probably not. I think she's living her best life out here with her 5 kids. I don't know. Ever since that day, I've always been told by my friend's mom, don't ever tell your business with your significant other to anybody because then you're going to cause curiosity and they're going to want to try to do something. Whether or not it's up to your man if he's going to entertain it.
That makes sense.
That's why nobody knows shit about my life. Except this, but...
I was going to say, we talk about a lot.
We talk about shit in the past.
That's true.
It's already fucking happened. It ain't going to hurt nobody. But best believe I ain't going to be saying shit of what the fuck's happening, like... Now. Like, no. Because the moment you tell someone something, you burst the bubble.
Oh, I was going to say, I had it to where, like, for me, if there's confrontation, like... There was an incident back in the day where my friend's boyfriend at the time, apparently we were all going like on vacation together, and he told me to watch out for his girlfriend. I was like, I'm single. I'm in my early 20s. I can do whatever I want. Kind of like flow. Like, why do I have to watch out for this person? And so like somehow it got back to where they basically called me a hoe. Yeah, girl, and if you know me, I ain't that.
Was this the friend you were trying to fuck on the lifeguard?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, anyways, long story short, like I confronted them and was like, I'm more the confronter. I'm like, look, like this is what I was told. Like I was trying to like be like, what happened? Like, why didn't you back me up? Why didn't, you know? So I'm more like the confronter. Like
to him?
Not to him, to my friends.
Oh, she called you a hoe in front of your friends?
No, he called me a hoe.
He called you a hoe?
He called
after
me a
he
hoe.
told you to watch out for his girlfriend?
Yeah, so he called, somehow it happened to where he called me a hoe in front of my friends, but my friends didn't be like, what are you talking about? She's not even, and at that time, I don't think I was even I don't think I even hooked up with anyone at that time. So like, I was not even...
Whore, excuse me? Pardon?
So I was like, wait a second. So when I was like confronting them, they're like, oh no, I never said that. Oh yeah, like so-and-so did say that. And then like they cut ties with me. And I was like really hurt by that because I was like...
Your friend stopped being friends with you after he called you a hoe?
Yeah, after I got called a hoe. I I was the victim in this fucking situation. But yeah, no. Like, I would have gone to her and be like, why are you hooking up with him when you told me X, Y, and Z? So I like to, like, confront.
Yeah.
I like to be the, like,
I
confront
love
people.
confronting bitches. I wasn't the only one going through shit like that. Like, you would listen to the gossip around school, and there was a lot of that bullshit happening. I'm just like, what in the world? But you know what's weird? You know, in school, the cliques, the band cliques, you know that? I remember the people who were in band, they would chill like near the library area in my school. They stay hooking up with each other.
Have you ever been to band camp?
No.
I have.
Is it just like American Pie?
No, not even.
Oh, girl, I was never in the fucking band. I remember like they try to put me in band or orchestra or some shit like that. Like I was supposed to be the clarinet. Never. You can kiss my fucking ass. I'm not doing that shit. They stay hooking with each other because I knew like 2 or 3 people in there because I had classes with them. And one moment, Becky's with Todd. And then the next moment, Todd with Elena. And then the next moment, Elena is with Becky.
See, so for me, I wasn't in band. I was in drill team, which we had to be their auxiliary. So we had to do their tall flags and short flags and stuff like that.
So like, what's it called? Color guard?
Yeah, color guard. Okay.
Okay.
So we had to do that for them. So I was like, and I really didn't like, I would talk to my friends, but I wasn't like, it wasn't overnight to where like.
Oh, so it was like a day camp.
It was, yeah, like we were there from like 9 to like 9 and we were just practicing. So
okay.
It wasn't like American Pie, but.
Girl. But no, I believe these band people freaks. Girl.
I don't know, maybe.
Girl.
I think anyone can be a freak.
I'm pretty sure one of them got caught giving a hand job.
Dang. I was never that scandalous.
And the only thing I did was cheerleading. I was a cheerleader.
I don't even see that on you. Girl, I would have never guessed that.
I'm versatile, bitch. I have medals. I had medals. I think I threw them away. Yeah, I used to be a cheerleader.
Good for you. I was supposed to be. And then I went through like the whole like process of becoming one. And it was the day before, it was like the mock tryouts where we practiced in front of the captain. And the captain basically, or the old captain was like, basically told us we all sucked. And I was like, you know what? Okay, good for me. I ain't doing it. So I did the whole, like I learned everything. And then when it came to tryouts, I was like, forget this. I don't need to be in here.
Yeah, I stopped in middle school because I don't know why, but I just thought like being a cheerleader at that point was whack. And thank God I did because literally my high school cheerleading team sucked.
See, I was a cheerleader like for middle school, but like I was going to try out for a high school cheerleading and nope.
I never wanted to because the cheerleading that I did wasn't part of a school. It was county-wise. So we did like district like competitions and stuff like that. So I was never part of a school. So because in my middle school, I don't think they had cheerleaders. Did they have I think they had like a soccer team and a volleyball team. I don't think they have a football team or a baseball team. None of that bullshit. But high school, they had a cheerleading team. And I was like, these people suck. Like, I'm not fucking joining these people.
You could have made them better.
No, like they sucked. And I was a tall girl. So I was base.
Mm-hmm.
I was holding motherfuckers up. I was not flying. They couldn't lift my ass. So I was like, okay, I could be base. I don't care.
Have you ever seen, like when I was in high school, I was on the drill team. So we went to dance competitions and stuff like that.
See, when you say drill team, I was on a drill team, but for ROTC.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we call our stuff drill team, but it's basically competitive marching.
No, ours was like dancing.
Oh,
I was a dancer. How about that?
Ours was a dance team, yeah. So when you say like flags, I was like color guard because ROTC also had a color guard team.
Oh, well, we were like all in one because.
Did y'all not have money?
Well, no one just wanted to be a color guard, apparently. I don't know.
Flaggers. They had flaggers at my school, like the twirlers.
Yeah, so I did that, and then they were trying to get us to do the rifles, like to toss the rifles. Girl, those things hurt. I hit my head with that.
That bitch looks heavy. A couple of people in my ROTC, they had that rifle shit too, because that's the color guard, the and the all that shit. Never. But these people took it so serious. I'm like, girl, it's high school. Fucking simmer it down. It's not that serious.
I took it serious when we were actually competing. No, when we were competing, my flag got stolen. Legit. No, so you're supposed to put all your stuff out. Like when the band first marches out, we might have like 4 or 5 flags. And we had to like...
Whose flags are these?
These are ours. Like you take them to competition. So we were competing, like we were on the field to compete.
So it was like the United States flag?
No, girl.
Oh.
It's like colored flags, like red, yellow, mixed colors.
Because, bitch, at mine's, the color guard had the United States flag, the Florida flag, and then it had the branch of our ROTC flag.
No, okay, we're getting mixed up with our color guard.
That's what I thought you were talking about. So I'm like, flags? How many fucking flags do you need?
No, okay.
Bitch, that makes so much sense. Oh my God. Okay, go on.
So anyway... I can't. No, I'm just laughing.
Fucking flags.
So I set mine in my proper space, right?
What color were you?
No, we all had the same color.
Oh.
But you go to your like destined location to pick up the like. So you were marching and dancing and doing everything while doing different like when you're looking at it, there'll be like designs like when we step into one spot, right? So I went to go get my flag. My flag wasn't there. And my sister's videotaping this now. And she's like, oh my God, where's her flag? Someone took her flag. Oh shit.
Sabotaging.
Right. But it was like someone from my team like misplaced where they were supposed to put their flag. So they grabbed mine instead. So I went down with Grace, totally put my flag like I was picking up my new flag, picked up my same old flag I just was supposed to put down. I went out and rocked that shit, girl. I went and just made it my day with my flag standing out on, like everyone had, I think it was like blue or something, and I had like bright orange for the opener. And so like you see my flag just... Like,
oh
God. I had the different flag.
I would have found Chelsea or whoever the fuck that bitch was. I'm like, I know you stole my fucking flag, you bitch.
Why did you take my flag? I was in tears, though. Like, afterwards, like, I got off and I was like, because I thought we were going to, like,
disqualified.
Yeah, like, I was, like, so traumatized. I was like, oh, my God, I just ruined everything. I was just, like, bawling my eyes out. And then my coach was like, oh, my God, you did so amazing. I was like, I had the wrong flag.
You're such a fucking liar. Fucking Rachel! That's funny as fuck. Girl, you have me so lost with these fucking flags.
You have me lost. What are you talking about?
Like, what the fuck you mean flags? If anything, you got 3 flags max. The fuck you talking about?
No,
flags?
girl, we had tall flags, short flags.
Girl, that got me so confused.
Flags.
Anyways, you got a book recommendation for us, right?
I do. I just finished, so I was getting my hair done. My hairdresser's like, what kind of books do you read? And I was like, oh, like good books.
Sultry.
Like I listed a couple books that I've read, and she's like, oh my gosh, have you read Zodiac Academy? I was like, no. And she's like, it's good.
Is it like having to do with the zodiac signs?
Yeah, it actually does. And it has like 8 books. And then
you read all 8?
Yes, girl. I read all 8 within like a month. Like actually read, not listen, read. The last book, well, it's not the last book because the last book I think is coming out in December.
Like the 100%. Newest book or the last book of the series?
The last book of the series, I think.
Ew.
I know, but they're already on 8 books because there's 2 writers.
Oh, okay.
I think they're sisters that they co-write the books. It was good though. I got my cousin hooked on it.
So what do the zodiacs have to do with it? Like
setting in a way because it has like vampires, dragons.
So it's fantasy?
Yeah, it's like a fantasy. And then the zodiacs, like the stars and stuff like that, give you like your powers and, well, not really give you your powers. There's this one, or character I should say. He is a Leo and he's a dragon. and he gets firepower. And so, like,
Leos are lions, fucking bitch.
well, not
Clearly they don't
apparently.
pay attention.
The month that you were born, like, has to do with some of your powers. It's hard to describe. You just have to read it. It's really good. I still have a list of yours that I need to read. So
this bitch has the audacity to look at my Red Queen series. I'm like, oh my God, is this series good? I don't fucking know. You tell me. I gave you this shit months ago. The fuck you mean? Yes, it's good.
Right.
I got it displayed. I bought the whole entire thing except one book that got stolen.
I know. I was gonna start reading before, and apparently it's not book one.
It's not, but it is a good series. It's kind of similar to it, but it doesn't follow your zodiac stuff, but it does follow people with individual powers. So they have powers of the elements, but then they also have powers to control your mind, reflect light, to make themselves disappear, like manipulate it. It's really interesting. And it's, of course, drama because there's like a love triangle going on in this bullshit.
Mine's kind of like that too. They're like twins, the main characters.
Of course they fucking are. Gemini twins?
I think they're Gemini twins.
Of course they are. One's probably light, the other one's probably dark because one's good, the other's evil. It's always some bullshit.
And it's totally like, kind of like yours, how they have the elements, like fire. Yeah.
I've been obsessed with Bridgerton.
Girl, I love the series.
Can't find her fucking book series in my Libby. Hi, Libby. Again, if you like books and you don't want to pay for them, go get a library card if you don't already have one and download Libby. Libby is an app where you can get free books, ebooks, magazines, audiobooks, anything your heart content. Their category or their catalog is long as fuck. Again, free books. Get a library card. Download Libby. It's not sponsored, but it should fucking be. Her book or her series isn't in Libby because I guess it's like a smaller production company.
Maybe it's too new. I don't know because there's 8 books.
I don't know. So, you know what is on Libby? Bridgerton. So my ass has been listening to these books and sway. First of all, of course, the series is a lie. Half the shit that happens in the fucking series ain't got nothing to do with the damn books. But it's understandable. They have to be creative. They got to mesh people's lives to tell the narrative because the books do individual couples. They don't do the whole entire show. They mind their own. So, of course, the first book is The Duke and I. So it's about the Duke and the main character, the female. Daphne. And then the second one is The Viscount Who Loved Me or something like that. That focuses on the older brother, Anthony, and his soon-to-be wife, Kate. So, like, each book focuses on that couple. So it's understandable why they had to come up with some bullshit to form it all fucking together. But half the shit they introduced to this series ain't got shit to do with nothing, okay? Like, spoilers shouldn't be a fucking spoiler, but for anyone who hasn't seen fucking Bridgerton, the main character, Penelope or whatever, she got a mama, right? Mrs. Featherington. I don't know the hoe's name. In the book, she's a widow from jump. In the series, she becomes a widow at the end. Why they brought the father in to have a gambling problem, to be leaving his family destitute, I don't fucking know. Does nothing to the storyline. Maybe it shows to have Mrs. Featherington go through her midlife crisis. Because again, spoilers, season 2, this bitch is trying to seduce her nephew, who is now the new Lord Featherington, so she can be able to keep the little house that she has. Because she ain't got no money. And she too old to be marrying into more money, and apparently no one wants her ugly ass daughters.
Actually, the one guy does.
That one guy, but his parents don't want him with her because she ain't got a dowry.
Well, she gets it in the series. She does get it because they do marry.
They do marry, but I think they had to use up the last one because she was mad at the husband. She was like, what about, I don't know which one this is. What about so-and-so, Philippa, I think her name is. What about Philippa's dowry? He was like, I sold it. You know what it was? He betted on a boxing game and the guy threw the match. So he basically did corruption or some bullshit. Like that's how he got the dowry. So I think he paid it before they took it away.
No.
Then how the fuck did they still get married?
Because in the second series, in Anthony and Kate's series, it says that the uncle or her uncle, the new Mr. Featherington, gets it and gives it to them, gives the family.
But he was also doing some con games.
Yeah, he was selling the jewels and stuff. So her dowry was technically paid with that money, and she was already set to marry.
Anyways, ain't nobody wanted her. That was like her third fucking season out in these streets, aka her third year, and nobody was popping questions. Except one guy who was also like out in these streets who nobody wanted to say yes to.
I mean, they look very happy together.
I mean,
they have cheese in common.
Do you, but at the end of the day, nobody wants her kids. Because that's what the book says. Because in the book, she's not married. In the second book, as of now, nobody wants her kids. But anyways, I'm listening to this series because I have nothing else to fucking watch or listen to because somebody over here is listening to other shit that I don't have access to. So Bridgerton, again, for free. Get yourself a library card. Download Libby. Sign up. It's free. Boom.
I'm gonna have to do that.
You need to. I'm telling you, save mad money. Unless you have like, well, you're still gonna save money.
Kindle Unlimited, but I have to like pay if I want to do like listen to books.
Exactly. You still gotta pay.
Yeah.
This shit is free with a library card, which is free to sign up.
Have you ever been to a library?
Yes. My favorite library is in downtown. It's so big. It's 2 stories.
I've never been to one here.
It's not romantic. It's ugly. They're pretty basic as fuck. I don't know the Dewey Decimal System, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. I don't know nothing. But they have computers that help you like navigate, locate the area where it's at. Big as fuck. I remember when my mom didn't have cable. This is like back in the day when they were like $80. We used to go to the library. We used to get free movies. The library card's fucking amazing. Girl, they got movies. They got DVDs of series. They have, again, CDs. Like, dude. And the library's awesome because they give you courses to better yourself sometimes. I remember when my father's second oldest daughter came over. She didn't speak English. They had English classes over there that you can take for free. You just have to have a library card.
Interesting.
They have classes to teach you how to do Excel. They have classes to teach you to do Photoshop. Like, it's really good. I like it. If you have children and you working and you don't got money for a day camp, they have classes for kids.
That's cool. I haven't been to a library in ages, like a true library. Like, I was in middle school, I think, the last time I've been to a library.
Bitch, when I was in school, I never went to my library. I didn't know where the fuck that bitch was at.
I knew.
I didn't. Never went into it.
Mine is near City Hall, back where I live.
Never.
Do you know where City Hall is?
Nah, I renew my tags online. No, bitch. I don't know shit.
You didn't use the library at school?
No. It was so stupid. But yeah, I didn't know shit about that. I was like, oh shit, we have it. Because I remember one time, story time. This shit was so funny. In high school, senior year, I was besties. Me and my friend were friends or acquaintances with our guidance counselor. She wasn't even our guidance counselor, a guidance counselor. She was just cool. And we didn't want to go to like class. So she gave us an excuse. She was like, hey, I need you guys to do something for me. And you don't have to go to class for the first 3 periods. I was like, say fucking less, bitch. Mm-hmm. So it was me, Natalie, and Sam. I'm pretty sure. Us 3 were given a list of people that we had to go to the classrooms to get. And I think I was with Natalie or I was with Sam or I was by myself. I really don't fucking remember. But we were sent our way and we were given like little pieces of paper. First, we had to write the people's names down on the piece of paper to give it to them. Because on the piece of paper, it says, at this time, meet in the library. And you give it to the person. I was like, where the fuck is the library at? And I didn't know. So we're going around. I think I was with like with Sam or something like that. She would go in. She was like, hey, to the teacher, so and so, and she gave it to the person, and they were like, what is this? Read the fucking paper. Be at the library at this time. I remember one time I go into this class that I know. The teacher, she was my 5th period teacher, and I'm like, what's up, miss? She was like, what you doing over here? Why aren't you in class? And I'm like, I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm here to give Anthony. And he was like, that's me. What's up? And I was like, you're summoned to the library. And he was like, what the fuck? And then the teacher was like, hey, watch your language. She was like, Nathalia, what you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I was just giving a list. I'm here to do the Lord's deed. And this one guy like said something. He was like, yo, am I on that list? And I was like, what's your name? And he says, Sean. I'm like, what's your last name? And he was like, Martinez. I'm like, no, you ain't on it. And he was like, oh my God, you got me so scared. I'm like, yeah, bitch. And come to find out, the people we were pulling out were failing. And they were in jeopardy of like not graduating.
Dang.
And they were brought to the library to hear a pitch from this school that it's in the county. It's called Aloma. It's basically a place you go to do extra work or do tests to make up credits or to graduate early. So they came out and they were telling these people like, you people are about to not graduate, because it was our senior year.
Yeah.
And I was just, me and my friends, because they didn't tell us anything. We're in the back. We're like, oh my God. Damn. So we're just giving letters out and shit like that.
You thought they were going to be like, oh, we're throwing a Sunday party for these A-listers and come to
Bitch, based off the people who were in the fucking library, I knew that this wasn't a picnic for straight A motherfuckers, but I didn't think they were about to fucking fail or like be in jeopardy of not graduating.
Dang.
And it was so funny because when they announced why the people were there, we're all like shook. We're like, my friend Sam is like clocked out. She pulls out her bag and she opens up, y'all want some bacon? She proceeds to pull out a gallon Ziploc bag full with bacon. And me and I are like, okay, we're eating bacon as these people are being told they're not going to fucking graduate.
It's like breakfast in a shell.
Girl, anything you can ask for. We're not going to class. We eating some crispy bacon. We getting tea on people who are fucking failing. It was amazing. And I think like after the first session, because there was 2 different sessions, because I guess there's a lot of people who not graduating, our teacher or the guidance counselor was like, okay guys, you can go back to class. And then we're just like, do we really have to? Like, why? This is fun. She was like, okay, well here's another list. You need to go get more people. I was like, say fucking less. So now that I know what's going on, Marshall, here you go. I was given. And they were like, what's this for? I'm like, you'll find out at 11:30, and we just walked. It was fun. So for 2 periods, I'm pretty sure we were in the library listening to the spiel.
How many people were there that were failing out of your class?
It wasn't a lot. I was probably exaggerating. It's probably like,
How many people were in your graduating class?
I couldn't fucking tell you. It was a lot.
I think there was only 500 or 450 in mine.
I couldn't tell you. It was a lot. I think it was like 50 people who got the letter.
Dang.
And it was a lot of people in my class. I was in the top 5%.
Well,
Graduated with honors. I wasn't failing.
Avi.
But girl, it was so funny. I was just like,
I'd feel so bad. I'd be like, oh my God.
girl, I was doing the devil's work apparently.
You weren't doing the Lord's. No, just kidding.
No, I was not. And I was shook that some people who deserved to be there weren't there. I was literally looking, I was like, do I know anybody here? I didn't know any of these people. I've seen them, but I was like, Natalie, you on here? She was like, no, are you? I'm like, nah, bitch, we ain't here. We didn't know before then, but we were looking at people we thought we knew. I was like, oh, I guess they're not here. I thought maybe they had to take, I thought they had to take the FCAT again. Did you have FCAT in your, or like, did you have state?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we had the FCAT. I've found out that it's named something different in each state. Like in Massachusetts, it's called the MCAT. FCAT is Florida. Florida cat. I don't know what the cat stands for, but it's something. But how it was in Florida is you take the state test in 3rd grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, 9th grade, and then that's it. If you pass in 9th grade, you don't have to take it the rest of your high school career.
What?
But if you fail, you got to take it in 10th grade and you have to pass in 10th grade. If you don't pass in 10th grade, you end up being in some remedial classes and you might be in jeopardy of not graduating. Allegedly, this is what was told. Me, I didn't pass the reading portion because in all honesty, I'm not sitting here reading.
No, I scribbled.
I remember the stories. It was the history of the Olympics. It was a Robert Frost poem, the one where you get to decide which fucking thing to take, what sidewalk to fucking take. And then the other one was like a story about 2 brothers. Like it was recycled material. I thought I remembered the answers. I guess I didn't because I failed 9th grade and I had to take it again in 10th grade. But the only way you didn't take it in 10th grade was if you took your ACT or SATs and you passed with a specific number. For me, you had to get an 11 on your ACT in order to pass. I got a 13. So I was like, all right, say less. I don't got to take it no more. Apparently, I didn't pass the ACT by the deadline, which was the end of the first semester. You had to take the ACT and pass and get your scores in. If you didn't, you had to take it when the FCAT came around, which was at the end of the year, 2nd semester. So I had to take it again.
Yeah.
But I didn't give a fuck because I already passed the ACT, so I knew I was going to graduate. So I didn't give a shit.
That's crazy.
It's bullshit. But yeah, so I guess these people didn't get enough credits and I guess didn't have the ability to like pass or graduate. I don't know how we got to that subject, but yeah.
I don't know how we got on that subject.
I don't know either, but yeah, fuck FCAT. Your FCAT score is down there. And it was so stupid because FCAT was reading, math, and science. But they stopped science after 5th grade. So then you only had to do reading and math. I always got a good grade. Oh, and then we also had to do writing. I was a great writer. I got they did a score of 1 to 5. If you got a 1 or 2, you're failing. If you got a 3, you're average. If you got a 4 or 5, you're excellent. I've always gotten like a 2 in my readings. Don't ask me why. But for math, I've always got a 3 and above. And then writing, I got a 4.5. So that means there's 3 graders who read your stuff. Somebody in that grading gave me a 5.
I was never good at testing.
Me neither.
That's why I never took my SATs.
You never took your SATs?
No, I went to a community college.
I went to a community college too.
I didn't have to take an STD or STD. I can't say it. You're trying to hold it in so hard right now.
Okay.
I never, SAT. I nener took an SAT or anything.
I took both. I took SATs, trash. I left that bitch halfway blank. I took ACTs, Christmas tree that bitch. That's wild. Oh my God.
You know, I hate testing. I hate testing. I wasn't really big in school either.
Well, there goes our lackluster dreams, and here we are, and brings us to the end of the pod.
Wah, wah, wah.
Anyways, that brings us to the end of the pod. That really had no direction, but you guys heard my cringe story yet again. My boyfriend, hello. Again, feel free in the comments, contribute, DM me anywhere on socials, 2 Drinks and Ting. It'll be in the descriptions below. But again, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell for the YouTube viewers. And for the audio listeners, please follow, subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts. Thank you. Okay, that brings us to the end. Anything you'd like to say?
Oh, it's always fun.
Dos vidania. Bye.